Well, I'm at the Gmwwradio. This is Unfiltered, and again, presented by Street Smart Society for all your graphic arts, graphic design, or video editing. Hit up Street Smart Society LLC on Facebook or StreetSmartSociety.com. And y'all know what time it is. It's Rap Jury. It's Thursday, and it's more of like an alternative R&B jury this week, but it's still all Pittsburgh. It's all love. So yeah, again, who we got up on slate today again, James?
So today we have YB Gifted, hosted by DJ Motorman. Alan J, I'm in Love, and then we have Jake Weiser, Dysthymia, and with Mo the Natural West for production. So yeah.
Again, as always, we branched out a little bit this week. These are more of a, I mean, I do hear rap elements in all three of these artists, but they're singing more than rapping in this. But it's still hip hop. I still consider this hip hop. They're not MCs. Like I feel like we made that difference a while ago. But they are definitely hip hop, and this is something that I feel like deserves to be reviewed, all three of them. Yeah, like I said, everything's cool. So we're gonna kick it off. We're gonna start it off. You said with a YB Gifted.
YB Gifted. Let's get that. So this is hosted by DJ Motorman, affiliated with Taylor Gang. If you guys did not know, so he's been we throughout a lot of our reviews. He's been on a lot of hosting projects. So. It's always nice. I guess it's nice to see, someone supporting a lot of artists out there. So, I don't think it really changes the whole album, but this album, 18 tracks. It's a mixtape. It's a marathon, but out of those, out of those 18 tracks, 7 of them are skits. Now, I wasn't ready for that many skits. I wasn't, but the thing is, like, I'm cool with skits. So I was like, didn't know what to expect.
It was cool with 2 skits. There was 2 skits on this whole motherfucker acting with. Actually, 3.
All right, we'll start out with the intro. The intro brings you in.
I can give a damn about that.
What?
I can give a damn about that intro.
Intro had, all right, just dude and his boy talking, linking up, and then he sees a girl, he wants to get her number, and then that's where it kind of leads you into the song, Take My Number. So I mean, I feel like it has a purpose.
The problem is, Take Your Number is like a generic song to me. I
don't know if this should have been the first. Take My Number. That was production by B Will. It wasn't that. It wasn't special. It wasn't special. I mean, if that was your opening song, like if that's, I mean, it is. I mean, it's.
To me, Take My Number is like a first album Jeremiah track.
Yeah. Now, for intro, would you include the skit and the song as part of like the intro? If
they were both good, I mean,
I'm just saying, like, whenever I talk about like, good way to start, a good way to end it, would you like would that something?
It matters about how you're doing skits, because he's like trying to make a story or something.
Yeah, he has
where like your intro could just be an intro about like the beginning of the album, and then the first song be like, I have no issue with the intro and the first song running together if there was a purpose. Mm-hmm. This intro and this first song could have been in the middle of the album, like they do for like how Pull Up skit and Pull Up are back to back. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I feel like there could have been it could have been different songs to start it out.
I'd have been fine if Poster was number 1. The second track?
Yeah, second track wasn't bad.
I have no clue where 24 Hours comes into this. Like, I don't
24 Hours came, I think, a little at the end. But the hook, I'll give a shout out. He shouts out actually the producer. Apex is the producer, and he gives a shout out. Keep it like 100 or something, like Apex. He shouts out Apex. But it seemed like there was a little bit in the beginning. It had like a distorted beat.
Yeah, but I liked it. It was fun.
Yeah.
I like the vibe of this track. This was one of the better tracks on the album.
Okay.
Pull
Up skit.
Track 4, skit 2.
Pull Up, WXRN. That's like the follow up to the skit. It had an alright hook.
Pull Up was cool. It's a decent sex track.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about Pull Up. It's one of the better tracks on the album, I think, personally.
Okay.
After that, we go to Pull Up. I don't have a lot to say about Pull Up. I mean,
that was what we were just talking about.
Yeah, it's a sex track. Yeah. It's what it is. It's a little vulgar. I mean, I like vulgar in my sex tracks. I'm not into 90s. I mean, I like 90s R&B, but I'm not into slow jam sex tracks. So This is cool. After that, we got what Undercover featuring. How do you pronounce that man's name?
Blackavel, I think, and production was Bravestar. That was a pretty good one. I thought that was I thought in my eyes was a better out of the album.
Oh, this is one of the best tracks on the album.
Yeah.
That is the guest features versus So Savage. Like I fuck with YB because he's like going sensual and nice with the track when it comes to Undercover. Then I'm just gonna call you Blackavel because that's what it pronounced out.
Yeah, Blackavel. Yeah.
Oh, it is cool. When he comes in, it's like just disrespectful. Fuck you, bit like. I'm okay if you go like. People know I like straight disrespect. So if you're gonna be on that fuck your bitch shit, don't be like, oh, I fucked your bitch, and that'd be the end of life. Blackavel took it to I fucked your bitch, and I had like my foot on her head while I was fucking her. Like it was like one of those like I disrespected Jewel pussy type shit. Like that's where Blackavel went to this, and I'm like, you know what? If you're gonna go far, go as far as getting shot, because that's the type of shit that'll get you shot. So that's what I go with that one. So yeah, that was one of the more. It was very entertaining. That's what I can say for that.
That was a good. That was one of my fave tracks. Next one, another skit, manager combo. Just like a phone or just a conversation between manager and YB. Again, like all these skits have purpose to the kind of, I guess, story. I'm assuming this whole entire story, Gifted, is just like he's a gifted, talented artist and he's trying to get his way to the top. I mean, that's just a very generic way of saying the story of the whole album, but that's what it kind of gets you. But it just kind of gets you like, okay, he's linking up with people, meeting girls, getting on his grind with his manager. I don't know. I mean, that's where you're just kind of getting at this whole entire album.
Again, this is another boring skit for me.
Yeah.
How much, I literally have two skits I like, and there's a third skit I understand, but because of the placement of it, I think it's like pointless.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this is also where we get like a track and another skit. So
so track Hatta wasn't bad.
We got differences.
Hatta was the production with Mega Beats.
People already know I don't like when they have to make up words to make their title sound right. So it's Hatta, spelled Hata.
No, it's Hatta.
Hatta like Mad Hatta?
Hadta.
No, like the whole thing is like the hook is like this repetitive. I had to go do this. I had to do this. I had to
H-A-D, like hey.
Had. Yeah.
No, he had the T.
No. H-A-D.
T-A.
Yeah, Hatta.
Oh, okay.
Hatta this. I thought it was clever. I thought it was a way to.
I thought it was an acronym at first because it's.
That's what I thought it was.
Half a song to figure out what Hadta meant as a full word. Then like after like the second time the hook came on, I'm like, oh no, he said Hatta.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, oh, that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, what's Hadta gonna stand for? Like it's.
This is like something they play on MTV to me. Like this is a pop song almost more than even an R&B track. Like this is cookie cutter to me. I couldn't handle this track.
It was very generic, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. 9 skit. It's voicemail.
This is the funniest skit because it's the scariest skit. That when you get like 40 voicemails and shit.
Yeah, that one.
Progressively worse. Like, hey babe, hey, how you doing? Why ain't you picking up the phone? What the fuck you doing? And then like at the very end, it's like I'm outside the studio. If I gotta come in there and fucking shit up, I'm like, you got some fuck with this shit.
Yeah.
like it really escalated when she was like, I'm out front of the studio, and if I come in, I'm fucking shit up. Like, what?
What?
So no, that was probably my favorite.
Yeah, that was probably the only skit, yeah.
After that is Tylenol, which the thing about this leading into Tylenol is the chick that I heard in that voicemail isn't the same chick that sounds like he's describing a Tylenol.
Yeah.
Because the chick in Tylenol that sounds like she wants to get drugged up and fucked. The chick on the skit sounds like she's really looking for her man and she's ready to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
The drugged out chick ain't looking for you like that. Unless you selling her the drugs too.
Well, all right, that was production was Lit Boy Carter. I didn't really fuck with that one. Because but I mean like, all right, so again, he was saying you have these songs where it's kind of like he's fucking with this girl like heavy. But then like this one, Tylenol, where she's doing drugs like crazy. And then you got 13, Love Her Drugs. And that
also, I just want to point this out because this is where my annoyance with this album is. Okay, so what track? So Pull Up Skit is track what? 4?
Pull Up Skit track 4. Yeah.
Then 2 songs after that we get the Manager Combo skit.
It's 7. Yeah.
Then 1 song after that we get the voicemail skit. Then 1 song after that we get the backstage skit.
Mm-hmm.
Then 1 song after the backstage skit we get back-to-back skits with the hotel skit.
No, we don't.
Skit.
No. Wait. After the backstage we get Catch a Vibe. Teray, or
yeah, my bad. Okay, so there's 2 songs between the next skit.
Yeah, and then it's back-to-back skits.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
All right, we'll keep it rolling. I don't understand how you can put an outro number 15. I know you want. Yeah, y'all put
track 15 is the outro. There's 19 tracks.
18 tracks.
18 tracks. But outro skit is track 15. But there's 3 songs after that bitch. If this would be an outro skit, I can understand being 1 song left after the outro skit. There can't be 3. There just can't be. It makes no sense. That's like me. That's like you dropping 3 songs before the intro and then having the intro skit. It's the exact same premise.
Intro skit.
Like we had 3 tracks, and now here goes the intro. Like, did you have these the credits, like the opening credits? Did you have like, what is it? The movie theaters when they have the commercials first?
Oh.
Coming.
Yeah, like. Yeah, did you have trailers? Did you have
trailer tracks? All right, this is the before the movie.
Is the end of your mixtape / album like a Marvel movie where we got like it was the outro, but then we had the 3 cutaway scenes after the credits?
These 3 songs will be featured on the next 3 albums.
That was a problem for me. Back up to where we were though. After Tylenol backstage skit, which was whatever. It was
Catch a Vibe. It was featured.
It's one of my favorite songs.
Teray, I think that's how you pronounce it. I probably fucked it up.
Yeah, that one's. I'll let you ride with that.
Teray.
One of the best songs on the album.
It was one of them. Yeah, it was pretty good. And also was produced by Teray as well. Catch a Vibe was I fucked with that one.
And after that we had Love and Drugs. I like Love and Drugs because I feel like he never really used the word Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And I don't know about what's going on with the rest of the country, but the song he describes is like, it's hard to find love. And if you are one of these people that live in this environment where you're cool with doing designer or drugs or even just marijuana or something, like you're out here doing wilder drugs, you don't know if these chicks love you or they're just out here really high when they're around you. And that's like basically what the song is about. Where like you might be catching feelings and I'm like, yo, man, this is the Xannies, man. Mm-hmm. Like she's just going on off the Xanny, man. She does every time she gets on these Xannies, man. She pulling out other dudes' pants. Like you gotta watch yourself out here. Like that's something like that song to me is a really like I like that more compared to the Tylenol song. Like Tylenol song was just like that one chick that he fucks with that's drugged out, but he keeps on fucking. Where Love and Drugs is he might actually want to be with this chick, but he can't figure out if it's just the drugs on him or the drugs on her. Like he has a double issue with like. Am I just really high when I'm with her and I like being with her when I'm high? Like, could you handle being with this person if you were sober? That's what I had to come out and figure out with certain people. I'm like, can you handle hanging out with people when you're sober? Because you can have your fuck buddy who you fuck when you get wasted and y'all go home and it's cool. But when you wake up, you try to kick that person out your house. Mm-hmm. So, like, are you okay with just laying with that person sober? And if you're not, then you're probably you're never a couple. You're always just having a good time, which is nothing wrong with that. But that song to me is a very key hit to that like lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And again, I think it's a big issue in Pittsburgh right now. You can talk about the next 2.
Back-to-back skits. There's nothing to talk about. Hotel.
No. The hotel skit's low-key funny. It would have been funny if there wasn't 7 skits. This is the
No. Hotel and outro were back-to-back, and they're about like a minute 30.
I know that's like it's almost 4 minutes worth of skits.
No. Wait, collectively?
Collectively.
No. Wait, added the 2?
Out of the 2.
Yeah. Oh, I was like, out of all of them, no, that's at least like 10 minutes of skits.
Those 2 skits back to back is 4 minutes.
Yeah, just about.
The hotel skit, he gets robbed. Well, no, he's like trying to talk to his boy. His boy wakes him up, tells him to come down to the studio. He's like, all right, I was partying with these chicks last night. My bad. Yeah. And he's like, I don't want to hear all that. So he's like, all right, I'm on my way. And I guess he notices they robbed him.
Yep. Yeah.
So that one.
He's like, don't worry about it. Just come down to the studio. It always
reminds me of Biker Boys. If y'all haven't seen Biker Boys, it's like the Black Biker movie. which is one of my favorite movies. I know a lot of people might think it's corny, but I was into that when I was younger. But there's that moment where the one light-skinned dude with the fro gets robbed for all his shit, and he has to ride his bike home with nothing on, like he's butt-ass naked riding his motorcycle home because he got robbed. And that shit is always funny and shit. So that skit always relates me back to that movie. So after that, we got Trust Issues, which is see, this is where I could have been okay. I could have been okay with the outro skit if Trust Issues was the last song. The outro skit leads into Trust Issues, so I could have been okay with that. And Trust Issues was a dope track, but then you come up with the last two tracks after Trust Issues.
Trust Issues produced by Avatar.
Right? Is a No Bad Bitch, which is just repetitive.
Yeah.
And Math, which is elementary.
No
Like,
Bad Bitch is produced by Bangers and Math. I am Tash. I just want to throw that out the production.
Oh yeah, shout out to producers. The beats aren't no issue.
Yeah, the beats aren't bad. Yeah.
But to me, when it came down to, you might have a different opinion, but like I said, Trust Issues was one of the best tracks.
It was. That was what it should have stopped right there. No Bad Bitches could have been thrown in the middle. Same thing with Math.
No Bad Bitches is just like a really poor attempt at like a catchy track.
Yeah.
And then Math is
that's another elementary.
That one's like the trap track where there's like, oh, we counting up all this, we dividing this, and it's like, did you just walk out of Alderdice? Did you just walk out of class?
Yo, get that. You might have.
It's not a shot on Alderdice. You can walk out of any high school. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that it seems like you was in math class and you sort of like, this rhymes? Math. Add. Divide. Let's get it. It's the equivalent, like y'all already know, like all my go-to is always Gucci Man Lemonade because I hate Gucci Man Lemonade. It's a dope beat and you just don't have anything to say on it. And that was one of those, like those last two songs didn't have to be there.
No.
How did you feel about the last two tracks? Because I mean, like to me, it was just a waste of time.
Yeah, like I said, it could have been thrown. I mean, like. It's kind of hard because the intro wasn't a solid intro and the outro wasn't even the outro. But like I feel like things could have been moved around and things could have been taken out. You could probably have left Math in there, but put it in the middle somewhere, it would have been all right. No Bad Bitches, I could have been left without it.
And it's weird. The thing about No Bad Bitches is like the idea that like he's done with the prototypical like club bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like no bad bitches, and I'm like, you like it's like the old 80s TV movie thing where it's like, oh yeah, it's like let's go that like don't talk to the thrumpy chick. She that's the ugly chick that like is in the books, and then you find out halfway through the movie if you take her glasses off and put her hair up, she's sexy. Like I feel like just because you keep on going for the club chick, don't bypass the chick that has the winter coat on. Because when you take the winter coats off, it's gonna be some 32Ds and a fucking waistline, and you just overlooked it. She could be as bad as the club chick, you just didn't want to look at her that way. Because after clothes don't matter. After you take the clothes off, it matters. That's what matters. If you can still want to look at somebody when they're naked, like anybody can make themselves look good in some designer clothes.
Yeah.
So that's how I felt about that song. Was just really too. It was just too loose for me.
Yeah.
Like it'd be one if he made like a definitive point on why he was like, I'm not doing any more club bitches. It was just more. It wasn't that deep. So that's the end of YB's Gifted. Presented by DJ Motor Main.
Yep.
So what was your worst three?
All right. So again, for new viewers or new listeners, we do for mixtapes and albums, anything over 10, pretty much, yeah, anything over 10, we do 3 and 3. Top 3, bottom 3, what we felt was good. EPs are usually always just about 1 and 1. Sometimes we haven't decided, but we might do 2 and 2, but.
It matters about how many of your EPs like a mixtape length.
Yeah. And then if you have any skits in the EP, you should never throw a skit in the EP.
We're gonna have to make an Oxford dictionary for albums one day.
We're just gonna how to make a proper album mixtape. No.
So what's your worst 3 tracks for this, man?
So out of the 18 tracks, and we're not gonna say anything bad about skits, so there's only 11 songs. Worst 3? You're doing bottom? All right, let's go with I think, let's see, where is it? All right. I had
I got my worst three if you want me to go first.
Had Meth, No Bad Bitches, and then had Tylenol.
All right. My three worst were my third worst was No Bad Bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 was Take My Number.
All right.
And my worst song was Had.
Had
It was definitely the worst song.
Okay.
I can at least I'm mad at that because it just seems like too simple of a song, but it's not bad enough for my worst three. No Bad Bitches was. But Had I don't ever want to hear Had again.
I listened to it again, so don't feel bad. That one, I'm not saying that was my favorite track, but it's not the worst.
You want to get your best three out there?
I'll run out my top three. Top three. I would say it would be Love or Drugs, Poster, and then you know what? Yeah, Poster, and then Undercover.
What's your favorite?
Mm-hmm. That's the top.
Okay. Mine would be number 3 is Catch a Vibe. Number
Okay.
2 would be Undercover, and my favorite would be Love and Girls. We have it similar there. We have one difference on our best three.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Hannah was gonna be number 1. Hannah was that big for you.
I said no. It was good. It just wasn't. It was in top 3. It could be 4. I could throw it up in number 4. It wasn't bad.
That's my worst track. That's why I said to bring it up. You was riding for it.
I was riding it for. Yeah, I'm still gonna be riding it.
My honorable mention is Trust Issues.
Okay. Yeah, Bahada would be mine.
So if you had to give a number out for this one, James, what you giving out for YB Gifted?
Again, for those who are first-time listeners, viewers, we do 0 to 5 and 0 to -5. What would I give? I'd probably give how are we going this? What do you consider this album?
Except for album, but either
No,
way.
I mean you consider more of R&B,
I don't know. This one's like a mix because he does rap a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, the numbers don't change.
No, I'm just I don't know. I'm sorry. I give it maybe a 1.5.
5.
What?
We're talking about YB, right?
It wasn't that great.
I'm going with the 3. I didn't think it was terrible. I think the skits took a lot away from it.
Yeah, there's too many skits, too many tracks, and then again, you misplaced. Just everything's misplaced. The intro skit, you didn't have to be intro. I mean, yeah, they definitely do pull up. They pull up the skit and then pull up the song. I mean, goes together. Same thing.
Those skits I'm not mad about.
I'm not mad about these skits. No, I'm just kind of mad that
Again, I like the hotel skit, but it didn't need to be there.
Mm-hmm.
It just had no place.
Yeah.
So one more time, run that down. James gives out the 1.5. I give out the 3. That is for YB Gifted.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to slide into our next. I guess this one's a mixtape.
Yeah.
Mixtape. Alan J. And we will be Alan J. What's I'm in Love.
I'm in Love. Productions. I don't know exactly. I know maybe 2, but no, I know 3. Alan J did some of the production. Van Taylor did some of the production, and then M. Tomlin did some of the production as well. I'm not too sure which ones Alan J and Van Taylor did, but I think it was just 2 tracks M. Tomlin did. But let's go run it.
This is the first track on this one.
So Alan J, I'm in Love. It's a real one, and
Featuring Malls.
Malls, yeah.
Malls is cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't really feeling Alan J on this one. I think Malls had she kind of stole the track for me on this one. Made the track for me on this one, actually, at that. Auto-tune wasn't that great for Alan for me on this one. It's kind of all over the place.
Yeah. The real one. All right. I'm just gonna say it right now. The real one remix was a lot better than the original.
What's the difference difference? They just take out malls and put in Lex Terrestrial.
Lex Terrestrial killed it. All right, that's what I'm going at. All right, I'm just gonna go at. The difference is she killed it.
Okay, I'll give you that.
And then next, going on with the second one. What is your name? What is your name?
What is your name?
What is your name? All right. I think it's a decent, maybe catchy hook, but
there's no substance in verse.
No.
Like those are like it's basically one long ass hook.
It's just one, yeah, just like a loop. And that's why I like the remix, because it's like
there's a verse.
It becomes now like a real song at this point, I guess. So Pyro and
Firstly, that's the last track you're on for.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, him being on as the feature for the remix, I would say they were better. I'll just keep it running. We'll just keep on running.
To Just Be Alone Part 2?
Just Be Alone Part 2.
Okay, every single part of this track. Like I can run it down from lyrics, beat, vocals, like I'm like when I say the lyrics of the R&B song are bad, it means like I don't know where I was supposed to start with this track. You need to sit down with somebody who like is a professional auto-tune user, maybe like paid to get like a T-Pain editorial class on the internet or something. But like if you don't keep on using auto-tune this way, which I believe you're going to keep on using auto-tune this way, because you seem very determined to use auto-tune this way.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to practice, man. You don't have to talk to somebody. You might have to like get a vocal or get a voice coach. I'm dead ass serious. Like, I'm trying to critique this in a way to make you understand that I want you to keep on doing what you love. But, like there gotta be something got to change before I listen to it release.
Oh wow!
I'm trying to be nice. It's hard, man. It's hard when you like. Our ears are different. Your ears have a much better world than my ears are. I've been through some shit apparently.
I've been through some shit. What? Okay. I'm just gonna.
How do you feel about Just Alone Part 2?
I wonder what Part 1 was about, because I don't know. Part 2 wasn't as good. Sometimes usually the first one's usually the best. I mean, with movies and songs, usually, but this one, Just Be Alone, Part 2, it wasn't really my song. I'm not saying that was wasn't the worst song.
After that, we got the title track, I'm in Love. For me, again, terrible pitch. It's all over the place. It's everything I had to say about Just Be Alone Part 2. You could throw that all around.
I think he tries a little harder in this song than Just Be Alone Part 2. I'm just that's about as much as I'll defend. I feel like he has more lyrics in that, and I feel like it has some type of decent vibe to it. I don't know.
You want to introduce the next track?
Secret Admirer, and that one actually I believe is produced by M. Tomlin. Had like low audio.
Is M. Tomlin the Snoop Dogg of Pittsburgh?
What do you mean?
He'll take the check no matter what. Like, I'm just curious. Like, it's not like M. Tomlin's production, but like at this point, this one, this song's cookie cutter, meaning it gets to a point where it does sound like other things I've heard, which is a very mood point on this album, because most of the shit I hear on this album, I don't think I've ever heard before. Sound-wise. Saying that, it's still subpar lyrics and terrible singing. Like this, y'all gotta be like, man, what is the auto-tune program you're using? And I just didn't know there was a program that could fuck a voice up like this, because it's not his voice. He's using auto-tune.
There's the drowning cat option.
No matter what I say for the rest of this review, nothing will be meaner than what just came out of his mouth.
That was not. All I'm saying is I don't know what the hell was happening in that auto-tune. There was two of them that I thought it was a major issue. This one, matter of fact.
Get your money back from your engineer too.
Matter of fact, 6 and 8. Get to Know Me. That one. That was the more like I think that one. Like I think the cat was almost dead. Number 8, Fly With Me. I think you pulled it out right before it completely drowned it, but it was still kind of drowning. Like, I don't know with the auto tune. All right. That's as far as I'll get. That's as far as I'm going. I don't know. It just like it had this. It didn't sound right. I mean, like, again, you can as long as you know what you're doing with the engineering wise for the auto tune, you can sound like you don't have to sing that well, and you can.
Just telling you to go get your money back. Like, I'd be really adamant about it too. Like, very adamant. We had a side conversation here yesterday about the King's Dead track with like Kendrick Lamar, J-Rock, and Future, how like Future wouldn't have been paid for his verse. Certain people shouldn't have been paid for helping. Because I believe that they just took your cash and didn't really want like try to explain or help you with anything. Like, this project could have been better. Like, lyrically, I don't know if it could have been better, but sound wise, it could have been better. Because to me, no matter who you are, you can probably make a song with auto-tune if somebody helps you find your vocal pitch. Nobody helped you find your vocal pitch, so this is up here with like Pop Champagne, Ron Bros, Pain One. And y'all can always, the beat was dope. Yes, that do. Ron Bros was terrible. Just letting y'all know that, man. That's why he's gonna yell at Ether Boy on every song. So he wants you to remember the one really good thing he did in his life was helping Nas murder Jay-Z. Sorry for my mini rant. Get to know me. It's fucking painful. Like, and I tried to tell myself to be nice before we did this review. It's hard because I listened to this and I took my time out of my day and my life that I'm not getting back. So I got to keep it 100 with y'all. This is terrible. This was you know what kills me is I listened to this album without looking at the track list. So I thought like this is basically a continuation to Get to Know Me. Or not Get to Know Me, What's Your Name? I thought it was the same fucking track almost. Until I found out later there is a What's Your Name remix on this bitch. So 3 of these tracks are exactly the same.
What? 3 remixes. All right.
After that, we got I Love You, which I'm in love, but I love, man.
There's a lot of that.
I don't even have I have notes for all these. Looking at notes, that's why people are like, why is he always looking at the song? I got my notes. My notes for I Love You is another terrible track. That's it. That's the least notation I have for any track on this album.
I didn't think it was that bad. This one was produced by M. Tomlin. I think maybe the production like saved it on this one. Though the Secret Admirer, there was no way of saving it. I don't know. I don't know. I Love You. That was, I'd say, a little bit better. Out of this, I don't know.
After that, we have Fly With Me, which I like the beat, and that chopped and screwed thing they did at the beginning was pretty cool. After that, all the problems that I've been going with through every other track, it just comes back after that first 10 to 15 seconds. That first 15 seconds was dope. And then...
Yeah. This when the audition came in. And then pretty much from here on out, it goes back to Real One, Alien Remix, Alexa Terrestrial.
Lisa, she murdered that.
Like I said, yeah,
I don't
she
have
killed
as
it.
much of a big gap as James does. Like I think both Alexa's Terrestrial and Maul's killed both of them. But apparently he has something different for Alexa Terrestrial. Must have blew his mind in a way that it should have been the original track. Personally, I think that both versions should have just been there. Like, I think it should have been the original Real One should have just featured both of them. What was in that candy bar? I don't know, like I was always running things behind the camera, but like if y'all saw again, that's why I'm like I need a second camera for we can at least get like a mini clip show like at the end of every month of just his reactions or whatever he's doing behind the scenes. And I don't know, was there like a peanut near Mars bar?
Is that like a nougat or something? What is that?
You'll find out.
All right, sorry guys.
So yeah, Real Ones to me, the thing that would have fully saved Real Ones is if you just had both of your features on the track. Like Lex and Maul should have just been featured, and their verses should have been 2 and 3 because it was basically a 2-verse song.
That would have been cool.
Nothing saving What's Your Name. I'm sorry, Pyro.
Yeah, Pyro tried. He threw out as much flames as he could. He tried.
I feel bad for Pyro. I feel really bad for Pyro. I feel like he really tried, and like it's not even that great of a verse, but I feel like he tried his best. Like there's definitely I'll give kudos for when I really understood that you tried your best.
He did. I thought it was all right. I mean, maybe if your name was like Magma Fire, you might have spit a better verse.
I'm sorry for that
Pyro?
terrible attempt at a
No,
joke.
that was the terrible joke. Yeah, I feel like Pyro isn't as much heat as you could get.
Like I said, he tried.
No, Pyro did try. But I mean, what is your name? To what is your name remix? What is your name remix is definitely
Because there's a verse. All right. So basically, what James says, and I'm going to say it in blunt fashion as possible. If you're listening to this, you're listening strictly for the features. There's not. If you're telling me that you turn on one of these songs because you're listening for Alan J to serenade you with his smooth, sultering, auto-tuned voice, you're fucking lying. And I'm gonna take you to Mario about it. It's. I'm sorry. Like there's no. Alan J likes this. I hope Alan J's girlfriend likes this because she gotta be a trooper. And the rest of y'all is fucking lying to him, and I don't think y'all are his real friends. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Like, anybody that tell me that y'all his friend, y'all didn't say a damn like. And like again, my issue is I think this could be better with proper engineering and proper auto tune. I don't think it'd be great, but like there's no part of this lyrically that I think it'd be great. But the fact that sonically y'all just didn't help him, I don't think y'all his friends. If I ever see y'all in public with him and I see him, I can dap Alan J up because I'm like, you just need some direction. People around you, you need to start cutting these people off. Like you need to start replaying. Just put Campbell on fucking replay for a month and go through your phone and cut that bitch off. Like just do it constantly. Because to me, that's where the biggest issue with this whole thing is. It's not the fact that the music's bad. It's the fact that nobody decided to say, hey, we can tweak this a little.
I mean,
so what? We got 10 tracks or 11 tracks. We doing 101?
10 tracks. Do we want to do 101? Do
okay,
we want to do
this
2?
This is where my issue is. I only got one good track that I'm like
2?
considering good. I can give you. After that, I can list all 10 of the rest of the tracks in order of worst to first, or all from my least favorite to like. It's not a big difference.
Yeah.
Like I think one track is okay.
The one? All right. Just go ahead and say which one did you. What is the one track that you were like? Fly with me. I didn't like that one.
After that, everything else is terrible except the features. All the features are good.
All right, yeah, the feature ones, they're good.
Just not save these tracks.
The ones by himself, I say I love you. I guess maybe that's mine. That would be mine out of the 6.
Now again, I like both versions of real ones for the features, but I think it's terrible. What's my worst track? My worst track is What's Your Name? The original.
I was mad as hell, but we'll get to know me. That auto-tune, that was just too much.
That's how I felt about again, I could talk about every track. But that's how I felt about Secret Admirer. Like the idea is you're singing. So if one point in the song I'm like, this is bad singing, the rest of the song is done. This is like my issue with listening to rap songs where the beat's bad. If the beat's bad, I can't listen to your lyrics at this point. Let me the beat's bad. If your singing is bad, where does the song go from? Like seriously, like have you ever outside of like? I guess there's people now like fucking Party Next Door and Ty Dolla $ign who technically can't sing, but they'll be listening to it. And I listen to Ty Dolla $ign, so I'm not gonna point fingers. But they can't sing. They can't. Like they're not good singers. Kid Cudi is not a good singer. Like I'm a Kid Cudi fan. He can't sing. He croons and does something that like sonically sounds good to the ear, but it's not good singing. But they engineered it in a way that it sounds good and vocalized. Nobody got to that point with you yet. And I don't know if you need to chuck up your whole roster of friends and engineers and people you work with or what.
Boot them out.
Yeah. Like you might need to get rid of some family members.
Get rid of some family. Damn.
I'm being dead serious, man. I don't think my face has ever been this like serious when it comes to the idea that like I don't think the people around you have your best interest at heart.
Grandma, get the fuck out of here.
I was talking more like cousins.
Cousins. I'm your number one fan. Nope, get out.
What would you say? What was your favorite track? Your favorite track is on because
If it wasn't a featured track, it would be "I Love You."
Your least favorite track is
Get to Know Me.
You ready for? So I guess I'll go first on the score part because you went first last time. You know, I found some things out before the show that I was going to change my number. I'm not. It's a -4, man. This is terrible.
I was gonna just give a goose egg.
I give other people zeros, which I know are for a fact are better than this. That's why I'm like I can't.
I have never given out a 0.
That's why you have a better pedigree.
Yeah.
People know that I've given out really low scores, so I can't. This is one of the worst things I've ever listened to as a project.
I wasn't ready to give out a 0. I didn't want to give out anybody a 0. That's just the thing. I didn't want to go give out any negatives either. But if you make the music and it's that bad, I don't know. I would say the only thing I could say for you is to definitely work on the production, work on your study auto tune, do something with that, because I know you probably are with it.
You want to dip in the country or a different genre?
Just tell them to give up.
That's in a different genre. That's the number one thing about Rap Jury and UnFiltered when we do these reviews. I will never tell somebody, unless I think you're making like a mockery of the music that you're attempting to make, I will never tell anybody to stop making the music. I don't think he's making a mockery of the music he's trying to make. I just think it's bad. So I do hope he continues to try to make better music. Again, I'm just saying that this might not be the genre for you. Like maybe you might want to go into some folk music. Maybe you might want to get some yodeling in there. I don't know. Go to opera. I don't know. I'm just saying that like this might not be the lane for you.
I was like, folk was fine, and then when she like switched it up to opera and whatever else, we know. Just like let's keep it into some range. I don't know if Alan James could be out on the stage getting them high pitches like that. I don't know if he could get them low pitches like that.
I don't know if he can get pitched.
Oh.
I'm serious as fuck, man. It's not even him on his own. Again, your friends, your family, your engineers, the producers that you work with in studios. If you're just paying for a beat, that I don't blame that producer. But no, like I said, no, there gotta be some. I just think there needs to just be a whole overhaul of his setup. This is awful. So, Alan J, I'm in Love EP.
No, not EP.
Mixtape. So what, you gave it a 0, I gave it a -4.
Wait, you've never given that low.
I gave Little Uzi Vert a
-4. Yeah, you gave it, so it's Uzi Vert bad.
And I think I gave a Gucci album like a couple of years ago, like a -5.
I mean, I can understand you with Gucci. And then, because that was old Gucci.
Yeah, that was before Clone Gucci. Clone Gucci's cool.
Yeah, this clone, whoever this Gucci is, I don't know who this is. This ain't the same Ferrari Boys I know. That was my album.
Ferrari Boys was actually not that bad of an album. Wasn't that him and
Waka?
Yeah, that one was not the worst.
That was.
But hey, I used to get yelled at because I used to tell people that Waka was better than Gucci early.
Oh no, I fucked with Waka heavy before. I mean, I was like, I fucked with Gucci, but Waka was.
So, you got anything else you'd like to say before they come out here with the pitchforks?
Yeah, the last thing I could say, Alan, definitely looking towards a better overall done album from you. I'll be upset. I mean, I'll still probably review it. I'll be kind of upset. I mean, yeah, we don't get it, but I'm just saying, like, I'll be kind of upset that, like, you know, like you didn't put a little bit extra work into it. I mean, I always want to improve.
I think this is the day that we need to understand that if you come back, we'll review anybody twice. If you get an average that's below 0 twice, you're done. Like, there ain't no coming back from it. You got to go like do a collab album with like Norman Dean or something to get back in it.
You have to get a collab album just to be like, I can do it.
I can live with reviewing anybody's stuff twice.
Yeah.
But the second time, if I come out here with a -3.5, and if James comes out here with a 2, he can review the next one by himself.
Oh, if it's a 2, I mean, it better be 2 worthy. I mean, we already set the bar. You're at 0 right now.
You're at -2. As an average.
As an average, you're at -2. Yeah. I don't know.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Last album of the day. Say his name right, because I always sound
Jake Weiser,
That's
and
right.
then Dysthymia is the album name, and then like I said, this production is completely done by Mo the Natural.
So I know he talks a lot about depression on this. What does dysthymia mean?
Dysthymia means it's like a steady mild depression. It's like you're always in this consistent depressed like state. It's not like where you're at the point of like I'm at the point of killing myself. It's just kind of like I'm bummed out. I don't really feel good. I don't want to do anything.
Snuffleupagus?
What? Sure, I'm good with that. Yeah.
That's what I thought of. That was what I could think of whenever it was like you're not ready to go call the number. But
No.
like you're in a straight line.
Yeah.
Of just not happy.
You're just like below. You're just below the bar. You're just below the bar of happiness, but you're like you think you can get there, but you just don't know how. It's just kind of like it's like a it's technically could be clinical depression. Like
I mean, it seems worse than that.
Depression would be worse than that.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
It's like it's not like as bad. It's like that would be like a mild depression. That's like, but it's like I said, it's a constant every day. I mean, but that's so. I mean, after me explaining the definition of that, I mean that gets you pretty much. That's what you're getting from this whole entire album. You're getting a lot of feel of depression. You get a sample in a speech of a disposition of somebody talking about their own dealings with depression, dealing with it every day. So I mean, you're getting a lot of. This is a very darker, or I don't know how you want to say, but it's just.
Oh no, this is it's darker. Since XX and certain people come out of her emo rap is the topic. This is. If there was ever a time they used the word emo rap, I would consider it.
I could kind of go with that, yeah.
Say that. What's the first track on this?
First track is Sleep. I thought it was a decent, good intro.
I think it was a short and deep track. It was a deep track.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the few tracks where he gets into talking about how he feels and his feelings, and I actually take it as like he's talking about his nightmares.
Yeah.
And because some of the tracks he gets into later on in the album, and it just sounds like, yo, man, you might want to head over down to Oakland. Like, I don't even know what to tell you at this point. Like, it's Oakland or bus. But this one is more of an emotional trip for me.
Mm-hmm. That one, yeah, it was a great way to intro, and it definitely sets the mood for the whole album. Forget, that's the second track. This one actually has a feature with Mo the Natural, and he also did the production. I mean, that one, this was one of my favorites.
I thought with this one because he's really talking about like losing somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and I can see it. Like, I don't know when in his life he lost this person, but having a death or something can affect your mental ability heavily. And he talks very deeply and greatly about the person that's passed away. And I don't think he ever says who passed away in the track.
No, you don't know who it is or what, who it's about or whatever. But it's obviously somebody very close because, I mean, you could like view it as like anything if you want to. It could be like maybe a lost friend, but I'm assuming it's someone that really did die because like they're like, oh, I got a voicemail. You know, I just want to, just to hear what you used to sound like, and it's just like trying to forget you, but you always keep coming back. So it's like it has a very good theme for I don't know.
And after that, the third track is Please Don't.
Please Don't.
See, this is what the issue with Please Don't is. I wish I would have built up to this nigga screaming in my ear for the hook.
Yeah.
Like, I've always had this tug of war with music about like, should there be the verse and then the hook, or should the hook start the song? This right here, I should have got the verse first. It was literally silence, and then I forget what the exact terms of the hook is, but he's screaming. And there's no middle point. While the verses are like whisper song, yin yang twin level verses.
No, it wasn't like that.
The verses are low compared to the hooks. Like, and I'm just like, I never recovered from just the immediate getting screamed at the intro of the song.
Mm-hmm.
So that was how I felt about that. How about yourself?
It was good. I mean, yeah, I understand what you mean. Like, if you had that as like the intro, like that would have came in before the like verse, or no, verse first.
I would have took the verse first.
Verse first, then that, because the lead up, yeah.
You know what it sounded like to me? You ever listen to a song where the hook like gradually builds until the very last time you hear the hook, and then it's like this extravagant hook with like horns and shit, and this wasn't how the hook sounded at the very beginning.
Mhm.
It's like the end of the song. It's like that from the fucking beginning. Like the hook could have built up to what it was, and it was just let the beat build. But no, it was just like, no, we're gonna get you into the loudest, most obnoxious part of this hook as soon as the song starts.
I don't know if the only way I'm gonna defend it on the other side, I'll say, is if you look at the if you just look at this guess just the album, just what the mood is. I mean, depression is just feeling in like, high to low. So that's the only
in that sense, yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing I could see about it. I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad of a track. It was just like, eh.
I know this is one of those ones where I just wish it was put together differently. The track itself wasn't bad. I just wish I think this is one of those ones where if the hook, if the verse would have been first, if we got the hook, I wouldn't feel this wildly about the. Like I said, I never recovered from the initial screaming.
Okay.
The initial just like, couldn't warn me. Could have got a little beat before that. It wasn't even no beat. This is how the song starts. It's like way too in your face for me. Not for
The next one's Falling. Like I said, that one's the one that has the speech of somebody who actually has depression. I've watched this video before.
Did you notice in the beat of that song, it sounds like he's writing? It was like a little scribbling noise.
Yeah. If you listen to the listening to the track, about halfway through, he says you hear just audio of him saying like, "Help me," I can't get up, or just something like that, where he needs help. And at the very end, it seems like he's not receiving the help.
I know. To me, this track is a suicide note.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the note here.
It's a great track. This is a great emotional track. But keeping it 100, this track is a suicide note to me.
So it was good. The Rain is the next track, number 5.
Rain is an interesting track.
That had a really good hook, I thought.
It's a good hook, but it's like a merge of so many. Like to me, this is like R&B, rap, and country.
That's what I had. I had I would say maybe a folkier vibe.
Yeah, like Bon Iver type of stuff. Like, yeah, I give you that. But I fucked with it.
I fucked with it. I was like, because I was like, I don't know if I fuck with it. And I had to listen to it a few times because I was like, I don't know if I hate it. I don't know if I don't like it. Or I was like, you know what? I fuck with it. It had a lot. Yeah, it definitely had a mix of genres. That's a sound of please. That's a sound of the beat.
I thought you were actually like whistling. I thought Philly was like in the corner whistling or something. Not bad. The Rain was This one's a music. This is one of those ones where I'm like, you have something here. Like The Rain is one of those where like you can make music that transcends, and I believe that listening to The Rain.
Yeah. I'll keep it rolling. That was a good one. 6 was Sunshine. That was pretty good.
That one was for the track being called Sunshine. That track's dark as hell.
Yeah, that's the other thing. But the thing is,
it's a smooth track, but like I expected Sunshine to be the one glimmer of sunshine in this project, and it flipped completely 180.
You don't let that name fool you for this whole entire album, though. I don't know. He's still, I don't know, impressing as hell. But it wasn't that bad. It was a pretty decent track, I thought.
See, that's the weird thing about an album like this. I respect this album, but like, when are you going to listen to this? Because this is my 2 issues with listening to this album. One, if you're already depressed or sad, there should be a public service announcement against listening to something like this. And if you're in a good mood, you're just going to depress yourself. Now, there is like the educational factor. I think this is a very educational project because it does take you into the mindset of somebody who has these issues, especially with the speech where the part of the speech where he's like, if somebody breaks your arm, you're ready to go sign their cast. If somebody tells you that they have depression, which is basically a mental brain injury, it's a brain injury. It's like breaking your arm is an arm injury. You're going to run away. People run away from that. They don't want to hear like, oh, he's depressed. Let's get out of here. He's going to be a lame. He's going to bring us down. I respect that. And I respect all those points in this album. Saying that, I'm very worried for Dave.
I hope that he has solid support friends. I know he has a lot of supportive people he works with. I don't know if it's completely, like they're not about seeing how he's feeling or whatnot. It's always good to check up on your friends. That's all. But R.I.P. Next. And rest in peace for all my homies.
Great hook.
Yeah, it was a good hook. Yeah.
I wasn't into the verse. And saying that again, I understand that every one of these songs has a deep meaning and it has something to go back to, like your depression or your, I don't want to say your suicide, but like not committing suicide, something like that. There's a lot of suicidal things on this. But this one was a hook for me. It was a good hook, verse for verse. I've heard better on this project.
Cross My Heart is the next track.
I fuck with that.
I thought it was a little bit repetitive. That's like, because I felt like it was more of like just like a one long hook.
Oh, is that like crying, cross my heart and hope to die?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Kind of reminded me of my, if y'all remember the original Rap Jerry show, it was an R&B artist from Minnesota I used to talk about a lot. It reminded me a lot of Spooky Black.
Okay.
Like that, Cross My Heart reminds me a lot of Spooky Black. I'm going to call you Spooky Black until again, you try to change the name to Corbin, like you conform for the wrong reasons. But yeah, that one was again, it's dark, it's moody, it gets that vibe. Like this is the type of music you listen to in your room with no lights on.
Okay. Next one, 9, My Only One. I didn't fuck with the hook that much. On that one either.
Yeah, this one wasn't great. I understand the message, but this was probably one of the worst tracks on here for me.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, this was one of my favorites. Number 10, I Hate Myself.
I fuck with the track. This is still another one of the ones where I like, hey man, I hope you're okay, but it's just a decent track.
It was a decent track. I don't know.
He talks about his own death on this one. Like other tracks, he talks about suicide, like in a general say. This one, he's straight up talking about dying. Like that might be the one disturb. Like I said, I fuck with this track, but when we do these reviews, I like people to understand we listen to this shit. Mm-hmm. We were talking about dying on this. It's a smooth track.
Yeah. I thought it was all right. Was it a great way to end it in the album? Probably not, in my eyes. But the thing is, like,
if this is how you want us to know that this is it, which I hope it's not. But like, no, dude, if he doesn't make it to another album, no, this is how he wanted to end this album.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Sunshine would have been cool for the end one. But the thing is, like, it's an everyday struggle with depression. So you're pretty much at the end. I would assume there should have been, like, maybe some type of, like, baseline you could have got to where you could have been saying, not I hate myself would have been the last track, but I don't know. Maybe something else different. I think any other track name could have been cool. I don't know. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, you want to have a good way to end it, and it seemed like it didn't end as hard or whatever.
And it matters to me. It ended the way he wanted it to be because this was never like. Did you ever think there was going to be a light at the end of this song?
Me? Yeah. No.
That's why I'm like, I have no issue with the end. If there was ever a part of this where I thought, like, all right, at some point there's going to be a smile and a happy track, then I'd be like, yeah, I was disappointed. Mm-hmm. I never expected to hear one peep of happiness out of this.
No, but maybe like a understanding, maybe a overcoming, maybe like a dealing, like, coping skills, dealing with it, Nah,
this is straight up, I'm depressed.
Yeah.
And he made some good music out of his depression, but that's all I got out of this.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll rock off first because I've been putting you on the spot more.
Okay.
So you're doing 3, right?
Well, all right. Let's see. We did. This is 10 tracks. It's whatever you want to do.
I mean, I got 3 for that. It doesn't matter.
What do I have? 1, 2. Yeah, I could do 3. Yeah, I could do it.
So now 3 worst tracks are, number 3 is R.I.P. Like I said, the hooks were cool, but the verses weren't really on par for me. Number 2 worst was Please Don't. I'm Not Here to Be, like I said, that was a song restructuring. You restructure that song, I actually think it's a good song. And my number 1 worst song is My Only One.
Yeah.
This is a terrible track. That's the only one where I think the whole track was bad. Like the other two are just pieces of the tracks that I think are bad. That one is a whole track. My Only One is just bad.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. For me, it's gonna be probably Cross My Heart, Please Don't, then My Only One. I didn't really mess with that one too much. And I Hate Myself is a close for the fourth, but it's not. It wasn't that bad.
All right, and on the good side, there should be some positive, at least the one positive thing about this. My third best is Falling. Like I said, that opening speech and the message behind the track is definitely dope to me. My number 2 favorite track is The Rain. Again, that track, even though it's not, to me, it's the best song. It's not my favorite track, but it's the best song. This is a song where I think video, exposure, people will fuck with this track as a whole. After we get past that, my favorite track, which is funny to me because James seems to have a lot of issues with it, is the last track, I Hate Myself.
Oh, wow.
To me, because it's him.
Mm-hmm.
I relate to I Hate Myself as him. Like, I always complain I didn't get the track that tells me about the artist, who the artist is. If he hates himself and the lyrics I heard on I Hate Myself for what it is what it is. I mean, this is him. I gotta respect that. And I like the track. So like I respect it and I think the track is
fun. My top 3, it would be I would say Rain, Fallen, Forget.
What, Forget's your favorite?
Forget's my favorite. That was a real good track.
Okay.
Something you don't forget.
I guess I'll let you go first. What you giving for the school?
I was gonna give a solid 4.
Okay, we're the same with that. I'm giving this one a 4.
Okay.
Like I said, again, I don't know where the replay value on something on this is because I don't want to be like I listen to Kid. If I'm depressed, I listen to Kid. So you would literally have to just move him out of my lane of what I listen to when I'm sad. Because I don't have multiple artists I listen to when I'm sad. I don't have a playlist for this. I try not to have a playlist for this. So that's where that would be my word is. This got a 4 now. I could not imagine myself listening to this when the weather gets nice. I don't want to be walking around listening like it's me. To me, you'd be listening to this on a nice spring day, and in your mind, it's cloudy as shit. And also, again, man, I hope you as a person, you're okay. I hope you get you, if you ever need help, man, I hope you get the help you need. We'd like to get an interview in at some point, too, get you down here, talk to you in person. So, yeah, like I said.
Side note on depression, talk to your friends, see how they're feeling. Also,
check out the Logic song for the number.
Or you could, see how they're feeling, see if they have a plan. If they have a serious plan, then, then they do need serious help. If they don't, maybe they just need someone to talk to, Serious plan would be, definitely having exact, definite like ideas, time, places, things like that. But if it's like, oh, I'm upset, I'm having a hard time, just talk it out. You don't need not everything's need professional help. Sometimes you just need to be the friend, just be here. So that's what I want to say about depression and about maybe Jake's friends. But maybe Jake's all right. Maybe this is something that this was all he needed to do. Maybe he just needed to write it out and feels a little bit better. But depression is something you have to still deal with every day.
Oh, depression is a serious thing in this country, man. Depression, suicide. We just had the news that the quarterback from Washington State, the quarterback from Washington State University committed suicide earlier today. It's a serious issue. That's a starting quarterback at a Division I university. Mm-hmm. He committed suicide today. So thinking about that, people might think he had the world. I'm not saying he was the future NFL quarterback, but you think about it. We have this in our mind. We have the idea that like a college quarterback at a major university, that's pussy getting, people doing your homework for you. Like you're the man on campus. And if the man on campus thinks it's time that he has to end it on his own, I can't imagine what the regular person can be going through in his mind. Just think about that. Especially like Jake is Caucasian saying that, but like as a black person, the black community doesn't handle mental illness well. We don't. So like knowing that, it's make sure y'all get the help y'all need, man. Like I said, definitely check out James James knows a lot more because he works in the field on the time he's out here. So hit him up if you ever do. Not Jake. I'm talking about. I'm not the right person to come to for the actual information. James got information I got, and I know he'll be happy to help you because that's how Drip for Jesus is.
Drip for Jesus.
Out here helping you.
So I don't have an issue with that. Yeah, that's fine. Definitely want to see people get the help they need.
Run down our scores for today before we can get this last break in.
So before we get off, so those who just came in late or anything, run off. First album we reviewed was YB Gifted, hosted by DJ Motorman. I gave 1.5. Jordan, Skyline over here gave 3. Alan J, I'm in Love. I gave the Goose Egg. Jordan gave the -4. Faux. And then for Jake Weiser, we gave him faux and faux. So albums definitely a lot different from what we normally do. Like all 3 of them, I would say. But
we're gonna get a lot more that sound like Jake.
And that's fine. That's cool. I'm cool with that. And I'm cool with doing more R&B. I have no issue. So
it's early in the year too, so I didn't have like a lot of discrimination.
Yeah, there's not a lot out.
It's still, to me, it's still hip hop. Like the line between rap and R&B has been very merged in the last few years with artists like Chris Brown and T-Pain and Ty Dolla $ign and stuff. The people that can rap and sing, Drake. Yeah, no, like I'm fine with that, and it's the talent of Pittsburgh. Again, I'm more or less happy to talk about the people in Pittsburgh that are talented. I'm always happy to do it, no matter how I feel about your music, good or bad. So we are going to be right back. We're going to be here with Overly Unfiltered. We might have Overly Unfiltered actively in the room today. I need to know what's going on with Malachi behind the camera, like ASAP. So this is Gmwwradio. Well, let me get you some of the handles and stuff. GMWW on IG and Twitter. Radio on YouTube if you're only listening on the radio. GMWWradio@gmail.com. JSkyline99 on my Instagram.
And James_Lame on my Instagram.
And then I'm also Unfiltered_PGH for the Instagram page, Unfiltered, just Unfiltered if you're looking for the Facebook page. And we'll be right back. We'll give it to you straight, and we'll be right back with Overly Unfiltered.